It's another beautiful day at Veterans Field for baseball, and the Chatham Anglers looking to creep back towards 500, 11-14-1, and taking on the Bourne Braves for the final time this season. Joined now by the manager, John Schiffner, as always for the Manager Show. And Schiff, I want to talk to you first about the starting pitching. It was a bit of a trouble spot a couple weeks ago, but over the last 3 games, it's been really strong.
They've done a great job, and Lincoln's on a roll, so we're in great shape right now. And we've got some pitchers who have some little boo-boos, so we want to see if we can get through it and get to that next day off, and I think we'll be fine.
Is there anything that switched or something you attribute the new success to?
I just think these guys are good, and they're figuring things out. They're figuring out what they can do. They're going with what Rob is calling for them, and then the catchers have taken over and done a nice job. Rob likes to release the catchers at some point, let them call their own game, and they've done a good job. And of course, the pitchers are doing what they're expected to do. They're executing the pitches.
Is it safe to say that maybe the consistency aspect or the comfort in now having a more defined rotation plays into it?
Yeah, a little bit, but I think it's just a matter of them working in the pen on their off days and their throwing days with Rob. Rob does a great job with them, and I think there's more confidence now. There's we're trying to take the pressure off them. It's like, just go out and pitch. Mm-hmm. We'll count the results up at some other point. Just go out and pitch.
But despite the starting pitching, still 2 losses and a tie in the last 3 games, and it's really the offensive side of the ball. The bats have been struggling a little bit. What's going to take to turn that around?
Again, I don't think the offense is as bad as it looks. We've hit a number of baseballs, really well, really hard. It does seem to me, and obviously you're going to say, well, you're being biased. It does seem to me that the other team seems to be making great plays on some of our balls. I mean, we should have won the other night, and Harwich's shortstop just made a fantastic play, fantastic throw. I mean, yes, it was a dribbler, but if he doesn't make that play, we win the game. And there's been a number of plays against us that I say, a couple inches either way, and we're scoring 2 or 3 runs. So, that's what we're trying to keep the confidence of the kids up, because I really do think we're swinging the bat better than we did 2 weeks ago.
Now, Schiff, I noticed you got some new bling there. You got a new wristband, says
Yes.
Breathe. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
This is Alan Jagger stuff. Alan Jagger is, in my opinion, one of the foremost mentalists out there as far as preparation for baseball. He's strong into pitching. His long toss program is probably one of the finest out there. The bands, you've heard of the Jagger bands, for pitchers doing your pregame work, in your pre-start stuff, your in-between day. Alan, and he was our pitching coach for a couple years when I first started here, and is a dear friend, and he sent this along to everybody. Breathe, because if you see some of the pitchers just before they make a pitch, they'll take a deep breath and blow it out, and now they're ready to pitch. And that's not that he invented that, but he certainly is a big proponent of that. He's a big proponent in yoga. He's also a big proponent in meditation, visualization. He's come out every once in a while, come out and work with our staff, and dear friend, love to have him around. And Alan, I'm breathing for you right here, man. And we always have these little catchphrases from back when we were together those few years ago. And there's a nudge for you, Al, and he knows what I mean. But dear friend, good guy, outstanding with pitchers especially. So nice to do that. But and by the way, folks, I've been told never to sing Creedence Clearwater, or by the way, anything. I appreciate that. There was a lot of emails, a lot of text messages, so I guess I'll never do that again. But I did enjoy it. It was my only time on camera singing like that, so you'll have to, I just indulge me that one time. Thanks.
Anyway, now with under 20 games left in the season, is kind of the Breathe motto and kind of a relaxed atmosphere something that you and the rest of the Anglers are focusing on?
Well, yeah, you just got to go out and play baseball, and remember what we said is that you got to leave here better. And if that means losing a few games too to get yourself better, it's not a bad thing. Do we want to make the playoffs? Yes, we do. Badly, we want to make the playoffs. But our first goal is that these guys leave here better, and I think some of these guys are going to leave here better. And if they continue to get better, that gives us a better chance of making the playoffs. I think we're playing good baseball. I really do. I think, this is a great stretch coming up. It was a good day off. It wasn't a win the other night, but it was certainly an exciting baseball game. And we've been playing very good baseball the last week. I know it doesn't show in the stats, but I think we have. And, let's go out and see what we can do.
Well, the Anglers have been taking some small steps forward, 2 losses and a tie, but all the way improving and looking to make that final step tonight against the Bourne Braves. Final time the A's and the Braves will square off in this 2016 regular season. Schiff, thanks as always for your time.